Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast.
Who are you, bruv?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm Raj.
Why
Why am I forgetting that the last two times?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm Mick.
I'm like having amnesia. I don't know what's going on. Like,
It's cool.
I mean, we've hit the
It
20.
is.
Is this what happens when you do 20 episodes? You just start forgetting
I
how
don't
to
know.
host or something.
Isn't this 22?
It's 22, bro. I'm forgetting everything today, bro. What do you unravel take, bro? It's all unraveling.
All good. What's been going on?
I went to a pumpkin patch today, bruv. Have you ever been to one before?
I've never been to a pumpkin patch. Can you believe that? I can't. If I have, I can't remember, but I doubt I have.
It's not an actual, like, they don't actually grow there. So what it is they've basically just taken a truckload of pumpkins and dumped them in a farm. But they have so many varieties. I've never seen all the different types of like squash and pumpkins and all the rest of it. And then people just go there with, bro, they go there with these massive wheelbarrows. You pick pumpkins, and then you kind of like, there's food and like drinks and stuff. So it's good, man. What's been happening on your side?
So wait, that's like to commemorate the first Halloween.
It's the first Halloween.
Yeah.
First
I mean,
Halloween.
I'm pretty sure G thinks that Halloween here is weak as fucking hell, bro. Yeah.
Compared to the US, it's like on another level, man. Like,
yeah, of course.
The US is just not. It's nowhere near that scale. I think it's getting there though. Each year, I feel like it gets bigger and bigger.
It definitely is getting bigger and bigger because parents are obviously paying more attention and want to make it a bit more special. Like on our road, we have like there's obviously more kids on our road now, and there's a group. Obviously, everyone has a group of neighborhood watch group kind of thing on their like a WhatsApp group, right, with everyone that's on their road, and they're very courteous. They're like, look, guys, if you want to participate in Halloween and you want kids to come over, then please. Just leave a bowl of sweets outside, or whatever, or we put it in the group saying, yeah, we're participating, so please send send the kids over, basically, right? So that way no one disturbs anyone. Back in the day when if we were going trick-or-treating,
yeah,
right?
It was any like
dad,
you
there's
go,
nothing.
There's no etiquette.
There's no etiquette, and you're going to get turned away. Yeah, someone would be like this. Most people weren't prepared, so they give you like £1 or something, or they'll be. My mom, my dad. I remember my missus, right? She used to say to me, her dad used to be like, when we said we're going trick or treating, he would be like, why are you going begging for? Because they didn't understand the concept, right? And it's not big here.
I mean,
they still don't get
for
it,
someone that's coming from like India, it's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, exactly.
I saw bhoot peri bana kakra ocho paisa mate.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what it was like.
They would just be like not getting it.
That's pretty cool. Did you dress her up?
No, it wasn't like we didn't kind of dress up as a pumpkin or anything like that. I think we have a Halloween outfit. Maybe we're going to something tomorrow. No, on Sunday, which is like a baby rave, basically.
Nice.
So yeah, bruv, she's got more of a social life than I have, bruv. And she wears, bruv, the other day, yeah, I was drying her clothes on the rack, and I'm like, are you going out more than I am? The amount of clothes she gets through, bruv, it's insane. Like, all the laundry is basically 80% of our laundry is her clothes. I don't get it.
Standard, isn't it now? And more washing machines going on. Standard.
Washing machines.
Let me ask you a question. Why did you stereotypically say, no, we haven't dressed up as in a pumpkin or anything? That's because every baby that you see in first Halloween is always dressed up pumpkin.
Pumpkin's a standard thing, though, isn't it? I mean, it was a lot of pumpkin babies today. I don't think I saw anyone dressed as anything else, to be fair. But yeah, that was it.
Nice. I did have a question for you, yeah?
Go on. Oh, you're getting into the questions already?
Yeah, man. Early days, man. Let's just, break the back of this, yeah? We can all both be in bed by past, yeah? No, but on the real. So I was going to ask you. It's been a week, right? It's been a week for you since bang on a week, or just a day over a week since the in-laws left.
Hmm.
Yeah, was it a false economy?
In what sense?
You're back to doing what you were doing before they came. Was there anything you were relieved of while they were here?
Um, yeah, because they were so good at entertaining the little one,
Yeah,
like constantly. And I think because what would happen is I would come back from work and I would the food would be ready because my mother-in-law was just like making food, and also my parents were coming over, so there would just be like food and everyone's just chilling, which was nice. And the little one was just kind of getting entertained, so I had less to kind of do, which was nice. So I think since they've left, I'm realizing, oh god, she needs a lot more attention and affection now, which is fine. Um, it's just an adjustment, right? Coming home from work and then the routine starts, right? Like bedtime routine and
yeah.
food, feeding her and everything. So
But outside of her, because that's standard, right? You're gonna have to do that anyway, right?
mm,
But outside of her, since like is there things that you're having to pick up again, which you weren't doing for those however long they were here,
yeah, unloading the dishwasher and all
that,
that, man.
that you got used
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
those little things, you're taking up more time in it, yeah.
yeah.
Whereas, yeah,
In the
so
morning,
I
I would make because I basically make Gogan a coffee right in the morning,
yeah.
and I would sometimes, because I'd be in a rush, I wouldn't wash all of the this is so deep. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in. I wouldn't wash everything, right? Because I was in a rush and I was like, that's cool, man. Someone's gonna wash it.
Hey, I look, willing to leave it in, yeah, yeah, because
Obviously, bro.
same. No, and I'll join you in that, yeah. So when my mother-in-law comes over, yeah, or my mum comes, yeah, when my mum comes, she's straight to the sink. I don't know what she takes her shoes off. She'll come in,
So straight to
even
the
if
sink.
she might come over just to drop something off, but she'll still come in. But she won't just sit down. She'll see the sink and then she'll start. Same with my mother-in-law. She'll come. The sink is the first thing. If there's things in there, it's because we will put in the dishwasher. I do it as I use the dishes
Mm.
as they never sit by the sink. Yeah, or sometimes, obviously not naming names, but my other person who lives here might just let it pile up a bit and then put them in all in one go. Everyone's got different kind of processes, right? It is what it
You know
is,
what? You
yeah.
know what my dad says?
What?
Madaina Hanuma Nokaway, bro.
Exactly, bro. They're all different, isn't it? Every man, exactly. Everyone's Hanuman is different. So as soon as my mother-in-law comes, though, yeah,
Mm,
bless her, yeah, she'll come in, dishes first, okay, sorting kids' lunch or just getting them. If we've sorted lunch, then she'll help feed the fussy eater,
mm,
yeah. Um, then it'll be okay. She knows where we've dropped the ball. She knows where me and my wife have dropped the ball, right?
mm.
Yeah, and it's maybe the sink or upstairs. Like there's so many washed clothes, but they need to be folded and put away. Or do you understand? So she'll go straight upstairs and do that. So for those few days or that week, she comes for a few days here and there. Not so much anymore, but when she did, it's like innit, that you don't have to do certain things. Like even if I make breakfast, yeah, she'll be like, even if I'm just rinsing and putting dishwasher, she's like, no, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. And then there's days where you're
Even
like,
when
yeah,
they
you just
say
do
that,
it.
I feel bad because I'm like,
You feel
no,
bad. You
yeah,
feel bad, of course. And then there's days you're in a rush. You're like, you know what, mum's here. She'll just, and she doesn't mind. She genuinely
yeah,
doesn't mind, innit? Obviously doing it, right? Um, and then, like you said, there's days where you're in a rush and you just leave it, and you feel bad, but you're like, it's fine. It's cash in it, yeah, because it is what it is. But you still feel like you're treating her as someone who just comes to to clean after you, basically, and
yeah,
that's not,
yeah.
and that's because you got conscience at the end of the day, right? But yeah, it's just I don't know. I always whenever she leaves or my mum leaves, yeah, I always realize it becomes a false economy. But yeah, I just wanted to see if you've experienced that because I didn't really notice it until someone else mentioned it to me. Um, when. when obviously mother-in-law or mother leaves, man. But yeah,
No, it is definitely feel it. She made us like a stack of paratha, which is basically been my lunch for the past week. So yeah, it was super helpful having them around. We're actually going to go visit them in December, so that will be the first time we take the baby on a 10-hour flight to the west coast. So
expedition, man.
it's going to be
Expedition.
it's going to be a little adventure.
Cool, man. Now, and what I was going to say to you is, I've got another question following on. Have you ever come across where, I don't know how other couples do this, yeah, but I don't know if I could live like this, yeah, but 50-50 when it comes to like, oh, you know what, I got the last bill, you got to pay this one. You're out at a
What, a
restaurant.
couple
Yeah,
doing
you're out.
that?
Yeah, bruv, you're out at a restaurant. Let's just say you're out together as a couple.
Okay.
Yeah? With another couple.
Married.
Married.
Yeah.
Yeah, married. Yeah.
Shadi
The
Shuda.
bill. Fair, bruv.
Kids.
If you want
Kids is not. Kids is. But I need to know, innit? I need to know the landscape that I'm dealing with here, bro. Yeah. You
You just
can't
wanted
be.
to say
You can't be. Yeah, I also wanted to say it, but you can't be just saying controversial shit like that, man. I need to know the context.
You want to
Yeah,
know?
what's the context? How
Bruv.
many kids?
Yeah.
What size house is
Married,
it?
baby mama, whatever
Yeah?
you want to
All
call
right,
it.
okay.
Yeah. Married,
Okay.
cohabitating, living together. Yeah.
Joint
Bruv,
bank account.
Well, let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out, yeah. Bro, there is a marriage certificate.
All right,
yeah?
okay. So
There
there's a
is
cert.
baby certificate.
Okay, all right.
There's a mortgage.
Okay, all
yeah?
right, okay. So it's legit, yeah. Like it's
legit.
It's
Bro,
like a,
it's what we're living through right now.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Certified
Yeah. So certified yeah?
behavior.
Rogers, see, look, Rogers is going through. He's longing it out. So yeah, you're at a restaurant, right?
Okay.
Two couples, yeah, and the bill comes. One of the couples, both pull out their cards and they're like, should we split the split, basically? So you're splitting it 50-50, but then they're splitting their halves, yeah? Or it's like, oh, you know, I'll get this one. You got the light bill, didn't you? So I'll get this one, yeah? Is that weird? Because the way where I am, yeah, right now, yeah, I was thinking to myself, if you're going to spend the rest of your life with someone, yeah, do you not why complicate your life even more? Yeah, and keep how many Excel spreadsheets do you have in your life that you want to create one more?
We have one. We do have an Excel spreadsheet. Do you have you must have an Excel spreadsheet.
What? How what my missus has paid for? What I paid
no,
for?
not like that, bro. Because
No.
your expenses and your savings and all of that. No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's obviously that. Yeah. But I don't have a ledger of hisab, bro.
No.
Between me and my wife. You're saying you paid for the kids' underwear, so I'll get the fucking vests.
That's 50-50, bro. But no, exactly. Underwear might be cheaper, isn't it? Full animal is more expensive, bro. I don't know. I don't know how the hisab would work, bro. Because there has to be some way. If it's so wait, you're talking about that same couple, yeah? There's the same couple that does the 50-50 split.
Look, yeah, I mean, it's just hypothetically speaking.
Oh, okay. No, because I thought you were talking about specific people, innit?
Yeah, as in there are people out there. I've seen it myself, yeah, but I just don't understand.
But there may be there's probably reasons for it. We ain't judging, bro. Why are you judging for, man?
Well, I don't understand it.
So okay, so they basically have a system, essentially, right, where they will pay for certain things, and they would somehow keep a mental track or a ledger track or a hisab somewhere of who has paid for what, so that things are kind of like legit. Do you know what that tells me? There's not a joint bank account.
Yeah, exactly. That tells me that as well.
Yeah, that tells me that it's like separate judu, bruv. That will be confusing because, bruv, you're every single day. So wait, if you're going out to go and get coffee, you're basically like, oh yeah, no, let me get this. No, let me get that.
I don't know. Even you're shaking your head.
I wouldn't. I don't understand it. I mean, I'm sure that there's. I mean, look, for people that do that, please, if you are a couple that has that kind of a hisab situation, can you educate us and let us know the benefits of that? Because all I see is more work, more admin, more life admin. Because then you have like What, do you have like? Do you submit expenses? Do you do monthly on a monthly basis? Well, oh no, this is my expenses sheet. Right, no, man. You, how else would you how else would you track it, bro? You
I don't know.
can't mentally track something like
That
that.
this is it's like this, yeah. Think about it. And now I'm gonna even break it down even more. Forget we're gonna remove remove the couple from dinner. I'm gonna have just the
Where are we
one
going now?
couple.
Where's the
Yeah,
couple going?
dinner again. They're back at dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, bill
What kind of
comes.
restaurant
Yeah,
is it?
bill. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a
No,
restaurant where you
because
eat, man. And
no,
you,
it doesn't matter because some restaurants, yeah. If you're going to Nando's, you got to pay when you order, right? If you're going to like,
I'm sit down. You
oh
sit
yes,
down. Bill comes. Man, yeah, bill
okay,
comes, and you live together.
yeah,
You have a mortgage.
yeah,
I don't know if you're a joint. Leave the joint bank account, but then you split the bill. Yeah, you split the bill between you.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, again, do you think that? I mean, is that not more work?
No, not necessarily, because if you're just splitting the
Okay.
bill, bruv, if you're splitting the bill, then that means there's no joint bank account.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. There is no
yeah,
joint bank
yeah.
account, but again, is it not like why can't the woman just pay the full one, or the man just pay the full full whack? Do you understand what I mean? Why is it still not more work? Because you're keeping a ledger somewhere, right? Oh, let's split. Oh, yeah, actually, if you're splitting it, you're not really actually, to be fair,
So
because
no,
it's
because
done.
if
It's
you do
split.
if every single expense you take two modes of payment, then you're fine. But
Yeah,
the problem will arise when it comes to paying bills because bills cannot be paid like that. So
yeah.
you have to basically then bring in some kind of a system, bruv. Yeah,
Split,
a hisab.
splitwise.
Some kind of hisab because there's no way it would work. And then what about how do savings work? Do you save separately as well?
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. And what happens if there's a child involved? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know you go out. You got. Let's just say, yeah, on a Monday as a couple, and the child comes with you, and you get lunch. Yeah.
Okay.
On the Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
you, yeah, you've already you have paid for the lunch on the Monday for or the whole
So lunch
family.
was
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday, you go out with the child alone. Yeah, and you realize you're gonna have to get lunch again for the
Ah,
child.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. We're not. Well, I make sandwiches at home, bro.
No.
That kid's having
Does that mean?
no. That kid's having mini cheddars for lunch, bro.
No, bro. Does that mean that you're like, oh wait, oh man, you get to lunch, yeah, you get there and you're like, this was your mum's day to pay for lunch. You can't eat, you can't eat. You say to your child, you can't eat, yeah, because it's not my day.
It might be. It might. Or no, you just do sandwiches, man. Sandwiches. I don't know, man. I know that there are couples that do that.
Yeah,
So there's definitely reasons for it. Maybe one of the partners either doesn't spend enough money or spends too much money, and this is the only way to keep it in check.
true.
So then that's
True.
a way to kind of have a bit of a balance because but then oh wait, hold on, wait. Wait.
Okay. Now the brain is pumping some
Where
blood.
does
Yeah,
where does the salary go into then? Salary goes into the separate accounts.
of course. I mean, yeah, of course. I don't know, man. It was just one of those things. Like, yeah, everyone's got a different process that works for them, innit? Like, but it's just one I don't understand because where I've just, when you just block that out, you just think because you do something, it's done universally. Does that make sense?
No, it's not. I think I had a
Yeah.
conversation with you when I was getting married
Yeah.
because I was asking you about this because I was like,
Yeah.
how do you deal with finances, bro? Because
Yeah.
I don't really know what we need to do here. So I remember having that conversation with you, and then you basically said to me, bruv, don't worry about the admin, just fucking split everything halfway, as in like just get a joint account.
As in,
And then
what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. Done.
just
Yeah.
to get a
Yeah.
joint account, put money into it. I think one of the things that you were saying is you can have money going into that joint account, And then you can also reserve some of your own money for like your own things if you want. But that joint account pays for all of the bills and the mortgages and all of that.
All the stuff you're both
All the stuff that
equally that you're both
you're both sharing, right?
responsible
Then
for.
you're both kind
Yeah,
of
exactly.
enjoying. You should put into that.
But there's no like, oh, split down the middle. Where's your where's your where's your half of the mortgage this month?
No, not like that, not like that. I mean, it
Yeah,
comes out
exactly.
of that account, and then.
That was my those are my
So wait,
questions,
you
man.
went
This is
out
how
with someone and that natak was playing out, or what?
have I been out this night? Yeah, as in it wasn't even a nat. It was very smooth because that's how they do things, right? Yeah,
Mm.
this was a while back, but I was just like, I don't know. I was just seeing how it works for
Have you
both.
done? Have you surveyed other people?
Yeah. I just found it very strange.
And have you found any
Just
other like? What's the ratio?
it's more common. It's a more
Oh, it's more common than you think.
yeah, I think so. I think it's more common than I think, man. But yeah, it was just wanted to see what your thoughts were on it. But maybe it's more of a generational thing as well. You know,
There must be a
you know,
reason. There must be a reason that it makes sense for people. We just
yeah,
don't
true.
know. But if you are one of these people, like at the end of a meal, if you like take out these job round, take out a massive ledger and start writing on it, let us know, please. Educate us. We're here to learn. I have a question for you.
Go for it.
So obviously, by the time this episode goes out, Halloween is going to be done. But I think we can still kind of sneak this in and kind of have this a Halloween themed topic. When was the last time that you were scared about something? Or do you remember a time where you were like really scared? And it doesn't have to be like Halloween, like ghost or anything of that relate. It could be anything. But like a time where you were like bricking it.
I'm thinking. Definitely. I'm just trying to think of one when was I scared? Why do you ask me? While you're
All right, I'll give you one.
right. Yeah, you give me one. Go on.
All right, so this isn't really. Actually, there's two. There's two. It's not really scared, but I was like, oh shit, that's weird. It's a bit weird. So obviously in the flat we have one of those cameras that has night vision on it, right? And night vision is weird anyway. Like everything looks weird in night. Like people's eyes look fucking freaky in night vision, right? So we have one of those cameras to watch baby while she's sleeping. And sometimes if the connection is a little bit wonky, what happens is it kind of like jitters and it slows down, and then all of a sudden like it will do that for like I don't know about a minute or so, and then it will quickly fast forward that 1 minute and everything moves really really quickly. And it's so weird because we have one of those nursing chairs in that room, and the other day Guggen was in there and obviously she was feeding. And then it started to do that thing, but then I looked at it and like the rocking chair was going back and forth, back like really, really fast. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on, brother? This is about to bhoot na hai mujhe." Bago. It was scary, man. It was scary, bruv, because you're not expecting it. I think that was the first time I saw it doing that, and I was like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna tell Gagan that not to listen to this part of the episode because she does not take too kindly to any mention of even though this is you can explain what was going on here. She's not gonna have it. She's not gonna be interested to listen to it. So yeah, she's not gonna hear this part of the episode.
Oh, is it because of the supernatural kind of rocking of the chair?
She's
It
just
just brings
scared.
memories.
No, she's just generally scared about.
Fair
She doesn't
enough.
watch horror
All right.
movies. She doesn't listen to.
Yeah,
She doesn't want to talk about it. So
I've got two. I've got two things that actually come to mind. Yeah,
all right, go on.
one, and this is both. it's both happened. It happened this time last year.
It's a horror story,
Because I
yeah?
remember. No, it wasn't a horror story. It's just a coincidence that happened in
Oh,
October.
okay.
But obviously, when Nish was away for 2 weeks in India, 2.5 weeks in India, I had the girls. It was just me and the girls at home, right? And I think you're more on edge at night when you're a parent by yourself, right? Nish always is. Yeah, she always takes extra precautions,
Like sleep
make
with a
sure.
knife and stuff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, not to that extent, but yeah, make sure she sleeps with them or one of them sleeps with them, and lights
Did
are
you
on.
actually? Wait,
And
hold on. Wait, on that note, do you have a baseball bat in your?
I have a baseball bat under my bed.
You do.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
easy reach, so you can like haul out
Easy reach,
someone if you need to.
easy reach, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do you
don't
know what
have
though?
one. You know.
I say easy reach, yeah, but it's more of a case that every time we vacuum, it gets pushed more and more, and I'm thinking to myself, so on those days where you're like, oh, one of you wakes up, it's never me. Oh, I heard something. I heard something. Or the light goes on outside. The ring light or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
goes on. And then you're bricking it and you're trying to reach over. And by the end of it, you're just under the bed looking for it. Yeah. But yeah, by that time then you gotta get dressed. Yeah.
You got a bit of dust on your fucking shoulders and shit.
And then all it was a fox. Or the wind. Or a car just driving past. But yeah. So I remember we were on a Friday after swimming. We came home, had dinner, and me and the girls sat down to watch a film. And I fell asleep, and this was around 8, 9, maybe 9, 10 o'clock actually. And my eldest she can stay if it's movie night, she'll stay awake and she won't go to sleep until that movie's finished, no matter what it is. Yeah, me and my youngest, we fell asleep on the couch. And then obviously after the film finished, my eldest fell asleep on the couch as well, right? And lights were kind of dim and TV was still on, yeah. And we have this, in my kitchen, we have a corner window, right? So you can just see straight out. And we didn't have blinds at that point. So where the sink is, there's a corner window. So where I was sitting on the couch in that same room, I basically woke up, and then I was a bit, you feel a bit eerie because you've woken up downstairs, middle of the night, kind of, in the couch, and the girls, I don't know. And I looked outside that window, and I saw something move across slowly, like as if, imagine a window and someone outside at night just walking past, and this is yeah, do you get it? Yeah. And it freaked me out. So I woke up, and then I was like, what, did I just see that? And I just saw it, and I swear I saw something. You just wake up from your sleep and but what it was my neighbor had his light on in his house, right? And it was reflecting him onto my window.
Oh my god!
Okay, and he's an 80-year-old man, yeah. And I was like, "What is that?" It freaked me out. Anyway, carried him up, yeah. And I had shat myself. I'm not gonna lie. And then,
did you make sure the baseball was close to reach before you went to bed that night?
I can't remember, man. I know they put the alarm on though. And then, yeah, my eldest was like, "Oh, can I sleep here? Can I sleep with you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So she slept.
Because she was freaked
bed.
out by it as well.
She was a bit freaked out. Yeah, she was a bit freaked because she saw it as well. But my youngest, I put her in her room. Yeah. And in the middle of the night, I woke up. Yeah, because I just heard something. I heard something. And I wake up and I look up. Yeah. My youngest is just standing with her hair out. Yeah, because we washed her hair. And I didn't tie it up because I forgot. I didn't do her hair. And she was just standing there watching me. I woke up and it freaked the shit out of me, yeah. And I was like, "What?" I was like, and I was like, "Oh!" You made a sudden jerk. And then she got scared and she got upset, yeah. And she was like, "I go, what are you doing?" She goes, "I can't sleep. Can I sleep here?" I was like, "Oh my god!" Like you just see a silhouette, yeah.
That's scary, bro. That's scary. That's what it's like in those horror movies when it is.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
It's always a young girl, bro. It's always a young girl.
Yeah. So I was a bit freaked out. So then from that the rest of the time my missus is away, I just made sure they slept in the same bed so I'd have to go through that. So that no one gets up. I know where all of them are, yeah.
So okay, I got a story, right? I got a few stories
Go on.
to tell you. So first story is from my kaka. So he has apparently this is a thing that that happened to him 100%. If you ask him, like when you see him next, ask him and he'll say, yeah, this is definitely a story. He was in Kenya, okay, late at night with one of his mates driving, okay, and then they saw a woman on the road, Indian woman, and they were like, oh, she needs some help. So they pulled over and they said, are you lost? You know, what's going on? And she said, I need to get to this place and I can't get there for whatever reason. I don't know. She explained that she wasn't able to get there. So then she sits in the car and then they're talking. And then my kaka and his friends just talking amongst themselves. And then they turn around. There's no one there. There's no one there. And both of them say, did that just happen? Did we not just pick someone up and put her in the back of the car?
And they turned around. There was no one there.
There was no one there.
That is so strange. While the car was moving?
Yeah. Come on,
that is mad.
Explain it.
That's mad. I can't, man. I can't. That is some next level shit.
Yeah.
I mean, were they on anything? Were they drinking?
I don't know. Maybe they had a Bartley or two.
But yeah. No, but do you know what though? There's a lot of those stories as well. Those in Africa and in India as well, right?
Yeah, bro.
And 100%, I mean,
man.
for some reason, I lean towards believing them.
Why? Because they're on foreign shores.
Because the people that tell them, they tell them so convincingly as well.
You should see the way he tells it. I did not give it justice, bro. The way he tells it, very emotion, hype it up. But they that's what they say though, isn't it? In like, in India, they call them churels, bro. Churel is that's a witch, all right? Is it a witch?
I don't know, man. I'm not too sure. I thought it was something else.
So whatever they're called, whether it's called churel or something else, their feet are meant to be backwards. That's the thing that they say in India. Have you heard? Have you heard that?
It's funny you say that because as soon as you said, "Oh, your uncle," when your kaka was, at this point, this whole story, the first story that came to my mind was this one that my aunt told me, and I don't know it fully, but what it involved was a lorry driver. Yeah, her, and and there's a woman who needed a lift, but when he looked down at her feet, they were pointing the other way. That is the most significant thing I remember, and that's what freaked me out. I was like, and when I said to you that the way they tell it so convincingly, that was the one. No, that was the one.
That's terrifying. Undapag, bro.
Yeah, bro.
How can you walk? The balance doesn't work.
Bro, you just glide, innit? If you're, I'm just saying. I'm not even there to find out. Yeah. Well, I don't understand why someone would want to stop. Okay,
next story. Okay, this is from one of our listeners. Okay, I'm gonna play it to you.
Okay, so I'll do a really quick one. I must have been about 10 or between the ages of 10 and 12, and we were living at 129 at the time, and I was always a little bit on edge about living there. I don't know why. I just felt like there was a vibe. I didn't like it. It wasn't haunted for everybody, but I felt like it was for me. Anyway, so there's this bedroom, and we used to call it the pink bedroom because there was like wallpaper of like silk pink thread. So we just called it the pink bedroom. And naturally, Ashika and me used to live in that. Well, that was our room. So we move in, it's all fine. Like background history of the house. The house had been around since the war. Anyway, right? So there's so like I said, I always felt like I could easily see something in this room or just see stuff around the house. Like, I don't know, it was probably my imagination. But anyway, so getting ready for school one day, It's still dark outside, so you can imagine it's probably like autumn, winter time. Ashka's gone to go get ready. She's in the bathroom. My parents are still sleeping. Everyone's it's just quiet in the house, right? Now I've come out of the bathroom, go into our room, and we've got like a wall of cupboards, right? So I open my cupboard, and it's like there was like a shelf. There was like a shelf going across the cupboard, so you could literally just go in and get what you needed. So it wasn't like a cupboard where you wouldn't. It wasn't a cupboard where you could just hang things, if you know what I mean. It was like a shelf. Anyway, so I open it, yeah, I'm not joking, and I'll, honest to God, to this day, hand on my heart that this has actually happened. Open the cupboard, yeah, fully awake, and there's a little boy, blonde, blue-eyed boy, crouching in the cupboard crying. I'm not joking. That happened. And I started screaming, and I was like, oh my God, there's a kid in the cupboard. Oh my God, there's a baby crying in the cupboard. Blah, blah, blah. My dad came out. He was like, what are you doing? Blah, Jenny, what are you talking about? I'm like, Dad, check the cupboards. And then he was like, there's nothing here. But I'm not joking. That happened. Absolutely. Hand on my heart, happened.
Damn, man.
Bruv.
Yeah. I would be freaked out. And it's typical, isn't it? It's a boy that's crouched. A kid again, crouched down.
It's always a kid. It's always a kid.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it the kids that are the ones that are made to be the mascots of the Bruvs, bruv?
I don't know, man. This is I don't know, man. It's an enigma. Unexplainable. But also, like you heard it, right? The way she said it as well, it's so convincing as well. Especially, I don't know, when you're not expecting it, you open a cupboard and you look down, and
bruv, nah. I would be. She sounds very convinced that it happened, man.
Defo.
But that's crazy though, because if you see something like that, or you thought you see it, or you whatever it is, whether you saw it or whether it was whether you imagined it or whatever, it stays with you for your life. And you do not forget that moment, like whatever it was, right? Like whether you can explain it or you cannot explain it. That's crazy that it's just kind of like, oh yeah. Like now she'll be thinking about that when she goes to sleep, bro. Is it worse? Is it worse that you can't do anything to harm it?
I don't think you want to harm it. I don't think when it comes to the extraterrestrial, right? Whether you believe it or not, yeah. If you did come, if it was real, and you're not going to be in any state to harm it because you're going to be in shock.
Yeah, you'll be too scared, man.
It's the equivalent of someone just punching you in your face while you're sleeping. You wake up in a,
you wouldn't know what's going on.
You don't know to react. You know, it's all well and good having even it's a state of shock. Yeah. You can anticipate it. Imagine this, in the middle of the night, and your ring goes off, and it says there's someone at your front door. You know when it says,
yeah, bruv,
someone at your front door. What do you do? Like obviously, like when that, because that will only happen once in a blue moon. Yeah, at an unknown hour, someone is at your front door. Yeah, and it's you're going to be shit scared if it's someone you know anyway, because
then something's happened.
That person's not meant to be there. Yeah, at that time, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to be shit scared, even if do you understand what I mean? Sometimes, imagine this, do you know when you were a kid and you're walking home, you're walking with your mates or something, it's a stupid hour at night, yeah? You're just going home, but you might be messing around. I don't know, man. Do you know how people get someone's bin from their driveway or whatever and put it into the middle? Yeah. This will trigger a Ring doorbell, isn't it?
Oh,
that's gonna make this shit scare the shit out of someone.
It's true. It's true.
So I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. You're in a state of shock, innit? So you wouldn't even be able to swing it, if I'm honest. I mean,
no, you wouldn't be able to.
You're in that confrontational kind of manner. But I don't know, man. Going back to that, I believe it. I don't know why, but it's just
Should we do an episode from that house?
Nah. Nah. That shit will follow you home, man.
Yeah, it's true, bro. Nah,
before you know it, your whole family will be around the table doing some kind of...
Nah, but man not jotu, bro. It's all good, bro. Each to their own, innit?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. Oh, God. And it doesn't help that we're doing this at 12 at night.
Yeah. Right. My final story is actually not related to. It's actually answering the question that I asked you. Right. The last time that I was. It's not the last time I was scared because I've definitely been scared since then. But this was the one that kind of sticks in my mind. And I think you've heard this story before, but the listeners have not. So you're gonna have to humor me. Shout out to Ash because he features in this story. Ash is a very good friend who's now in New York. And me and Ash went backpacking in, I don't know, many years ago in India. And one day we decided to go to a lion. We were in Gujarat, right? So we decided to go to this lion safari park or something. I think it was in Somnath, right? So we decided to go to this lion safari park. And then we were kind of going around there, and Ash was like complaining basically about the lions because they were very docile and he wanted to get some nice photos and stuff. So he was like, "No, man, these lions are just not serious, bruv." And I was like, "What do you want, bruv? What do you want them to like sit on you or something?" Anyway, right? So do you know what it was? They were it was like an enclosure. So it wasn't like a safari. Like it was, they were literally in like this compound, right thing. So we thought we wanted to see because we heard that this was a safari park. So we're like, okay, if it's a safari park, it should be like a proper safari park, right? Like you've seen them in the wild kind of thing. We had a driver. I can't remember what his name was. Let's call him Ramlal. Okay. So we had a driver called Ramlal. Okay. He was telling us that we can come back in the night for a safari. Okay. And we're like, all right, fine. Ash wanted to take his shots, bro. He had a nice new DSLR camera and he wanted to snap that up, yeah? So snap up all these pictures. Actually, to be fair, the photos that he took on that trip were amazing. So he wanted to take these lion pictures. So we decided to go back to our place and at around 9:30 come back, okay? So at 9:30, Ramlal picks us up from our hotel. With him, there's another guy. Let's call this guy Rasik, bruv. Yeah, okay? Ramlal and Rasik, bruv, yeah? Now, this Rasik guy apparently knows the the safari park, like, inside out. And he's the go-to person if you want to go to this place, right? So we're like, fine. And then, like, bruv, this guy was just bugging. And we were in an Indy car, right? Indy car is like it's a very small car, right? It's not a car that's designed to go off-road or anything like that. So we were in this car, right? Rasik and Ramlal are just chatting the entire time, bruv, like saying, oh yeah, we've seen it. I've come this close to a lion and I've come that close to a lion. And you know, it's like, you know, something that I've seen all the time, and I'm so good at finding one, and you'll find one tonight, and I'll make sure you see one. And then we pull over, and then another person gets in. Let's call this person Jignesh, okay? Right? So you got Ramlal, Rasiklal, and Jignesh, okay? And me and Ash. Bruv, in this car now, this car's getting more and more packed. And then we pick up another person. So now there's 4 people, right? And me and Ash. In this car, we're completely squashed. We get to the park, and then we go in a different way. And I'm like, this is weird. Why aren't we going in the way that we came in the daytime? And then, bruv, he starts driving, and then this Rasik guy says, go off road. And I'm like, no, car's not made for going off road, right? But bruv, me and Ash, when we were backpacking, we were like the freest of spirits, right? So we were just down for anything. So we were like, all right, fine, let's just go. Well, whatever, man. Like, we want to see lions. Let's go. So we went off road, and the car was like bumping and shaking and all the rest of it, right? And you know you have those handles in the back to hold on to, yeah? that's when I realized how in use those damn things are, bruv. Because these there was 2 mans on either side of me and Ash. 1 man on either side of me and Ash holding onto those things. And me and Ash stuck in the middle, bruv. Yeah, just like bobbling our heads like on while this car's going over these bumps. And then he's like, there's been a kill over here. Because he was on the phone with someone. He was like, oh yeah, I'm on the phone with one of the rangers. And there's been a kill. They've killed a cow, right? So we were okay, fine, cool. Let's just keep going. And then he stops the car. And then that Ramlal guy, the driver, goes, okay, everybody get out. And bruv, you know what? Yeah.
Is it pitch black at this
pitch
point?
black, bruv. Pitch black. Yeah.
Right.
Pitch black. And we didn't have, this was not a time, we didn't have smartphones. So we had, I had like those old school Nokia phones, right? So I had one. I think Ash had a BlackBerry, right? But they didn't have those flashlights on them back then, right? The old Nokia, some of them did, right? So we had one flashlight with the guy in the front and one flashlight with the guy in the back. And then the rest of us were all in the middle. Pitch black. You cannot see anything, bruv. Yeah? So we get out the car and we just follow these guys. We're just walking, bruv, yeah? Walking into the fucking jungle, bruv, yeah? Right? And then... And then we went over to this area and there was this stink. Bro, it's really bad smell, bro. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is that? And he was like, that is meat. That is raw meat that you can smell, right? Bro, this guy is still bucking. This Rasika guy, bro, still talking about how much he's a bad man, yeah? Like in the Safari game and whatnot, yeah? And I'm like, okay, look, if you're in the damn thing, right? You should be quiet, shouldn't you, right? And then he's like, okay, there's definitely been a kill. We need to just chill here for a bit. We need to just like stick around here. And then Ash obviously had his camera and everything ready. And then he goes over to where the cow, like then we can see the carcass. You can actually see the carcass, right? He's like, look, this is where the kill is. So he's like, let's go to this bush. Okay, next to the carcass, bro, yeah? And let's crouch behind the bush, yeah? And the lions will come. You want to see lions? Yeah? And we're like, yeah, we want to see lions. You're like, okay, we'll crouch behind this bush.
Ash said that, yeah? Ash said to go behind the bush.
No.
The guy. Okay,
the
fine.
Rasik guy, right? Rasik, yeah? We'll crouch behind this, okay? So now, me, Ash, these mans are crouching behind a bush, right? Just chilling. Pitch black, and we turned all the lights off, so you can't see it. You cannot see anything, bro. Yeah. And then
how close are you to is this bush to the carcass?
I no more than about 7 meters, bro. We're not far. Okay. And then all of a sudden we start hearing footsteps. Okay. And bruv, that's when, when I think back to myself, I think I was such an idiot and so like careless, bruv, yeah, up until that moment. And as soon as I heard those footsteps, I realized what the fuck was going on and what the hell I was doing and how stupid this was, right? So I instinctively got up from crouching, right? That Rasik guy grabs my shoulder and pulls me down, and he says, "Jitai bhagdane," which basically means whatever happens, do not run. That is when my dirty came out, bruv. Yeah, I was like, "This is it, bruv. Yeah, we are done, bruv." If he's telling you don't run, you can fucking hear a lion coming towards you, right? What else is there to do? And then, so we were just like, okay, well, we're just going to sit here and just crouch and see what happens. And then the footsteps kept coming. And then one of the rangers found our Indy car, which was parked probably about 15 meters away from where we were, okay? And he starts making all this noise and flashing his flashlight and everything. And then we got up and we looked over and he was like, what are you doing here? You're not meant to be here. This is an illegal safari, right? And we didn't know that it was an illegal safari. So then he was like, you need to get out of here. Then we went back to that guy, and then I think these guys bribed him off or something. And then I was like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to fucking go back to see that. I want to fucking live to see me getting married and having kids one day. So then he said, okay, fine, we'll go in the car and we'll go back to that place and we'll go like back on that fucking Indy car, yeah, like like all the way, yeah. And then we went as far as we could with the car, and then he said he turned the car lights off. So again, you can't see anything. And then we opened our windows, and you could hear like chewing, right? And it was basically a lion, a lioness, and two cubs that were like no more than about 7 or 8 meters in front of us. We were in the car, and the lioness was dragging the cow across the floor to the cubs. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bruv. It was
the lights on.
insane.
The lights on.
That's when then we turned the lights on with the car lights, and then Ash took photos. Yes, we've got photos of it. Ash took photos. The photos came out shit because obviously there's no light. So
grainy.
it defeats the purpose.
Really
Yeah, very
grainy,
very grainy, right?
Yeah.
So and then we basically,
when you were at the bush, right? And you could hear footsteps. Was that actually a lion?
That was a lion.
And did you see it? Did you see it?
At that point, we didn't see it. That was a lion, though.
Was it coming towards you from the other side?
Yeah, it was coming towards us. It was coming towards the carcass, but we could obviously hear it coming.
And then when you got in the car, you went to another area and you saw another.
No. When we were in the car, we went to that same area.
And you saw the whole.
Yeah.
Man, do you know what? If someone said to me at that point when they say, you know what, I would be thinking, I'm like, nah, it's not going to come. It's not. You're lucking it at the end of the day. You know, it's not going to come. But when someone actually says, yeah, don't, whatever happens, don't run.
No.
What are you going to do? You want to run because you're the first thing you're thinking. If I stay here, you're going to smell me. I'm going to get eaten alive.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is mad.
I was literally looking at trees, being like, I'm going to try to climb up one of these trees if it tries to come at me. But
what was Ash doing?
Nothing. He was just chilling, bro. Same as me, innit? We were just, bruv. We're such love guys, bruv.
It happens, though, isn't it? And I think sometimes to have those experiences, you have to be a little bit careless, though. I think, Yeah,
man. Never again, man. Never again. But I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life, bruv.
Yeah,
I think I was terrified, man.
Especially in the dark.
It was great. It was crazy because up until the moment that I was like crouching.
Yeah.
No, I was fine. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like it was just like, I'm just going to like a, London Zoo, bro.
Do you know how I suss out how scared you're going to be? How I would be based on who I'm with. Yeah. Where I am.
Yeah. Who you're with. Innit? Some people make you feel calm, innit? Yeah.
And those random people would not make me feel calm because at the end of the day, if my leg gets chewed off, at the end of the day, they ain't going back for it.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. And that's it. It is what it is, isn't it?
You're just going to be a story for Russik to tell to the next group of people, man.
Oh, man. Just to get some photos, isn't it? And when you break it down as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you break it down.
Yeah, that was all it was.
Like, imagine it, yeah? When you break it down, it's like, I was in India. I got into this car with randoms at night to go on an illegal safari just to get some photos. I risked
my life.
Break it down. I risked my life.
Yeah.
As in, as in you're here to tell the story, but when you break it down, it's just like, oh shit. But I think that's what it is though. When you're younger, you're just more, you're brave. You got balls to do.
Janvar, innit?
Untouchable, innit?
Yeah, bro. And you quickly realize that is not the case. You are mortal. But yeah, that's my story, bruv.
That one was a good one. That was a good one. At least you ended on one where you don't really have to worry about lions. And...
Yeah, let's not reflect on the earlier ones that we heard. I think we'll have to put a disclaimer on this episode because some people may be a bit freaked out by it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you are still listening, thank you. Thank you for your support. We've nearly hit 600 followers on Instagram, and that is a big milestone. So yes, please, for those of you that are sharing our podcast or sharing our Instagram page, please keep doing that. Keep us growing. Keep giving us feedback. We really appreciate it. Giving us stories, right? Like like we had from our listener Janni, please send anything in, and if topics as well that you'd like us to discuss and dive into, more than happy to get into that. And yeah, more importantly, if you are someone who splits down the middle for every single payment, please let us know how that goes and how that works, because Mick and I are very curious. Obviously, I'm going to give a shout out to Janni for that story, because that was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Janni. No, I've got no shouts except for saying one, man. That was a really, really good story. Actually, I was captivated. She said it so convincingly as well that I was like, oh no, that's it. And when I look into outside cupboards, if I go to bed, before I go to bed, which I try to avoid, but oh man, yeah, Preppy myself.
Yeah, bro, it's not about that. All right, man.
All right, man.
Please continue to follow, share, like, subscribe, all of that. And also, please remember to share the struggle, find the funny. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Peace.